Yesterday, we spent a lot of time talking about the future of Matthew Stafford. Will he be with the Rams? Will they trade him? They've given his agent permission to talk to other teams. That's a dangerous game
Yeah.
because he might find out what he would get if he didn't come with the requirement that they provide draft pick compensation to his old team. A report emerged yesterday from Albert Breer of SI.com. Giants, Steelers, Browns, Raiders, and others have shown interest in Matthew Stafford. And I got a text from somebody who's always paying attention to how the Rams do business because they believe the Rams are masters. And I guess it's a compliment more than anything else. The Rams are masters at manipulating and creating a trade market.
Sure.
And it was called a Kevin Demoff special, one of the texts I got yesterday. Because really, how do you know that the Giants, Steelers, Browns, Raiders, and others are interested if you're not getting it from the Rams, right? Because if you've taken the time to survey all the teams, and that's not easy to do, you got to put in the time, you got to call people up, you got to know the people who get back to you.
Right.
Okay, hey, I got to hit on the Browns, I got to hit on the Raiders, I got to hit on the Steelers, I got to hit on the Giants. Oh, and I got others, but I'm not going to name who the others are. Like, that's a lot of work for that one little blurb. It's a lot easier to just ask the Rams, hey, who are you hearing from? And maybe it's accurate. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying it's inaccurate.
Right.
But the point is the Rams know how to create interest. And this isn't exactly a guy where you got to work hard to create interest.
No, this is one.
This is a guy who creates interest just on his own.
This is one where actually it works for both sides to create the interest. So that's where, like, it could come from the Rams, but it also could have came from Matthew Stafford and maybe his camp too, to just put it out there like, hey, we got these teams for sure already talking to us, and we got some others that have called and are thinking about things. I don't think we're shocked by anybody here. We talked about these teams yesterday. Yes, like, I think that, again, the Giants stuff, it seems real. There's too much smoke about it up there in the Northeast right now. And when you read about it, you listen to Boomer and Geo on WFAM radio or whatever. So it's a real thing, and I think they are really thinking about that. Of course they are. I mean, of course the Browns, the Raiders, and the Giants are. They don't have quarterbacks, and they're in a bad situation, and a guy like Matthew Stafford is going to make the fan base feel good. My point is, and I go back to what we said yesterday, is why the hell would Matthew Stafford want to go to those three teams to end his careure? The Steelers make sense. I know. I know, but it's not so less so that you're going to you want to go there, I think, and have maybe a bad end to your career and get your ass whooped for 2 years in a row. I mean, those are the risks you're taking. So the Steelers one makes sense to me there. Let's see if some other ones come about that also make sense. But I still think this is posturing by both sides about a bottom line number that, can't be agreed on here.
I just think that it's a dangerous game because
it is.
Once you open Pandora's box, what happens?
She's in there. She's in there. She pops out and, crap happens.
And really, you reach a point of no return. And in many cases, not universally, when you allow the guy to go out and his agent to go out and start talking to other teams, that's the point of no return. That's when it takes on a life of its own. And it's still a tough balance because Stafford's going to want what he wants. The Rams are going to want what they want. You have to make it all work.
That's right.
You have to be willing to make a massive investment. He's 37, but
it's going to be very interesting. I think like what we talked about yesterday, it's really going to be interesting because we could totally justify him asking to be the highest paid quarterback in football. You could certainly sit there and go, no, he's better than Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott's the worldwide leader in money at the quarterback position right now. So you can understand that. But you can also understand the Rams' view. That's where I think this is a cool conversation. I'm going to be very interested to see how it plays out because you can understand the Rams' view going, wait, you're beat up a lot, right? We barely get you on the field every week. And you're getting at an age where we're thinking about retiring every year. And now you want this huge contract and to, strap us here for a few years to just you. And you might not even be here for some of these years where we're still strapped to you because of money we gave to you. So I understand both sides here. And that's where this is going to be fun to watch.
Especially if they're back channeling with Aaron Rodgers, who has offered to take, and we don't know this.
That to me was the Kevin Demoff special.
But if he's offered to take ridiculously less. Putting Rodgers out there is the alternative.
Putting Rodgers out there because that's the thing that Stafford's going to be like, what? Screw what? They're going to replace me with Aaron Rodgers?
But that's going to blow up in their face.
That could blow up on their face. Yeah. But it also going to put pressure on it too. I don't know. That's what I thought.
But at some point, Stafford could say,
that.
"Fine, you want a guy 4 years older than me, who's not playing as well as I am right now."
Right.
And their answer may be yes, because dollar for dollar, it's a better deal to get Rodgers. If Rodgers is going to take some ridiculously low number, and Stafford wants top of the market,
Yeah.
we are better off with Rodgers.
Oh, I could totally see Rodgers taking the Brady approach the last year here and going, I'll play for $25 million.
It'd be amazing. If he goes to the Rams, I don't know why in the hell the Rams would want to do it, but if he would end up with the Rams, that would be seismic.
Oh yeah, I know you would like that for your business. That's for sure.
Oh, it's great for my business, and I just don't want to. I don't
will
want him in
be one
Minnesota
where
either.
I will be floored. I will literally jaw drop. Like I can't believe that's happened. I still think we're gonna sit here and see Matt Stafford as a Ram. Like we said, there's just too many positive things. I do think they love Matt Stafford. I do. I think McVay.
They sure have a weird way of showing it.
Well,
Man.
this is where the Rams are interesting, and they have this. They've created this interesting dynamic where McVay can be the buddy and be your guy, and I'm in the trenches with you, and I got nothing to do with this money stuff. They've done a great job of separating that, and even to the point of this week, like we're talking about to start the show. He's not here. The front office, let's see you're here.
At some point, that's going to blow up.
It might.
At some point, somebody's going to call bullshit on them.
They're both. All I could say is they both are very, I think, upfront, pretty real people, right? Les Snead and McVay, right? And there's not a lot of BS there with those guys, and they know how to communicate.
Though, if it's good cop, bad cop, at some point somebody's going to say to Sean, "Hey, I don't care how many times you repeat my name to me. I see through what you're doing. You're acting like the nice guy, and then you're going to throw me to the wolves, and they're never going to pay me what I'm worth. At some point, it's going to blow up on him.
I know. I know.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.